Hello YouTube, I am Arend Peter. This month I'd like to challenge myself to get faster at the Rubiks Cube. What you're about to see is my personal best before starting the challenge. And there you go. That's my best time, a little over 27 seconds. So now let's talk about what just happened, and from there we can break down how it can be improved. Alright, so here we have our starting configuration. Now before you start the solve, you have about 15 seconds to look at your configuration and decide what your first moves are going to be. Now for most people, including me, your first moves are spent trying to make a cross, and in my case I looked at the cube and I ended up deciding to make a cross on the yellow side. So the goal is to have like a yellow plus right here with all of these centers aligned. So let's see how I did. And there you go. As you can see, in this position I have the yellow side solved with the plus. Next thing I'm focusing on is I want to get each of these pairs. So I need to get these 4 pairs solved. And one of the reasons why this solve was so fast is I actually was lucky and this pair was already in there. So as you can see, I'm holding it like this, so I'm trying to decide which pair to do first. So I see this yellow corner right here, this yellow, orange, green, and that goes with this orange green edge over here. So what I'm going to try and do next is to put these two together and then move them into this slot. So let's see how that goes. Slot 1 complete. Next I'm going to have my eye on this yellow, red, green, and as you can see they're already together, but they're together in the wrong way. So this is best tricky because I need to break them up and put them back together in the right way. So let's see how that goes. And now we've got slot 2 complete. Next one is this yellow, blue, orange, and this blue, orange over here. Let's see if we can get that together. And that's orange, blue, solved. Very cool. Alright, so that's the end of the first 2 layers, and for the first 2 layers there's some level of intuition, but for the third layer it's pure algorithms, and there's a couple of different ways people do it. I do the third layer in 4 steps. The first step is to make this a white cross. So I've memorized 4 algorithms for this. In this case I see it's the straight line case, so I just execute the algorithm for that. Alright, now we have the white plus on the bottom. Next step is to make the whole bottom face white, and there are 7 algorithms you memorize for this. In this scenario, I will pick the algorithm that corresponds to the plus in one corner. I think it's called the fish. It looks kind of like a fish, right? Yeah, so I'll just go and execute that algorithm, and it'll all be white. And the bottom side is all white. So in the beginning of this next part, you're going to see me kind of do that deal. And that's not part of an algorithm or anything, that's just like a way for me to see the sides. It's a little quicker than rotating it this way. So what I'm looking for is this pattern with these pair of pieces, and those are called headlights. So there's 2 algorithms for this. There's the algorithm used with headlights and the algorithm for no headlights. I actually just memorized the headlights version and then if there's no headlights, I just do the headlights algorithm twice. But usually there are headlights, so it works out. Alright, the headlights algorithm is completed, and by the way, the point of that was to get the corners all in the right place, and it doesn't look like it now, but if I turn this twice, you can see all the corners on the top are in the right place. Now I have one more algorithm left. This is the fourth and last step for a third layer. In this case, I need an algorithm to swap these three pieces because the green needs to go there, the blue needs to go here, and the red needs to go there. So just you rotate them, and then it's solved. And there you have it. Now you know my current technique for solving the Rubik's Cube. In the next video, we're going to be jumping to analysis mode and looking at what I can do better and what I should focus on for the next month.